Okay, so I don't know about the rest of you guys, but after this chapter of Fairy Tale, I was seriously feeling bad for Zeref. Like seriously, I was feeling sad for him by the end of this chapter because if nothing else, this last two or three chapters are showing us just how mad this curse has driven him. Like seriously, you can tell that he's insane. Like he's gone off the deep end. And I know after this chapter, you guys are probably like, "Yo, fuck Zeref for what he did to Lacreed," because you got Lacreed on the ground screaming out for his dad, even though technically Zeref's not his dad. Or actually, I guess he would be since he created Lil Creed. I mean, yeah, he's a demon, but he did create him, so I guess that would technically make Zeref his dad. But anyway, he's on the ground screaming out for the guy he believes is his dad, telling him to stop, asking him, begging him not to kill him. And Zeref is just like, yo, fuck you. You're not my son. You're just another creation. I don't care about you. I have no family left. And then he just beats the shit out of him until he finally kills him in like the beginning part of the chapter. I know you guys are probably like, fuck Zeref. He's an evil bastard. Even if we didn't like Creed, he didn't deserve that. Zeref should go to hell for that. But you gotta remember, Zeref is probably the most tragic character we have in this manga. Because, I mean, let's go down the list. The guy lost his entire family at a young age, his mom, his dad, his little brother. Spent years trying to find a way to bring her back to life, only to end up cursing himself with immortality and the ability to kill basically everything in his path. Finally brings the little brother back to life, but has to send him to the future, and then spends hundreds of years traveling the world by himself, killing everything in his path, everything he grows to love, even the love of his life, Mavis. No one would survive that. Everyone would be driven mad by that because there's no surviving that. If you spend years upon years killing everything, just causing nothing but death and destruction, you'll start to go insane. In fact, Mavis even started to go insane when she realized that yeah, she was killing people. Her curse was causing people to die. Even with the second she killed someone that was important to her, she's like, all right, I got to get the fuck out of here. And when we finally saw her again after she met up with Zeref right before he killed her, she had those eyes that you see in classic manga where characters are going insane. She had those eyes in her, and she didn't die. If she didn't die at that point, she probably would have just ended up just as insane as he did. She probably would have closed her heart off to love and affection just like he did. Now, I'm not saying that he's not the fault for what he did to Lacreed in this chapter. He's still a bastard for what he did to Lacreed. But you gotta remember, because of this tragedy, because he's the most tragic character in this manga, he's kind of justified for this. Not to the point where he's forgiven, but you can kind of understand where he's coming from. But yeah, after he finally kills Lacreed in this chapter, not to confront him, he's like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? That was your boy. That was your friend." And he's like, "I don't have friends. I don't have family. I'm alone." And that's just like bullshit. You have me. I'm your fucking brother. And this is a big point for Natsu. I mean, there's not much behind it, but this is a big point for Natsu to finally admit that yeah, Zeref is my flesh and blood brother. This is actually a big point for him because this is the first time I believe that we actually seen him admit that. But there's not much else to it. He's like, all right, you're my brother. I'm gonna fucking take you down. I'm gonna end this tragedy of your life right here, right now. And we see the two of them gearing up for their final confrontation. The two of them are gonna finally go all out. We also got the finale to the August versus Gildar's Sakana fight, which I actually thought ended the last chapter, but I guess August had one last trick up his sleeve, which is basically, hey, I'm gonna kill myself and take out all you motherfuckers. And that was actually pretty cool. This is actually a pretty cool moment. It was kind of like what that one guy that Gajeel fought from the Spring of 12 did, except for on a much grander scale. August was basically going to break down his body, make it dissolve, and use the particles to kill everyone in Magnolia. Until he saw Mavis, and he was like, all right, I'm going to stop now. I'm just going to die. I'm just going to kill myself now. And at first I was confused by this. But then I realized, oh, this is what he meant a few chapters ago, because we see a flashback where he's talking to Jalal, and he's like, only the mother of Zeref's child can stop him. And at first I was like, oh, well, I guess that means Mavis is going to end up fighting her child. But they don't fight in this chapter. It's just him seeing her that stops him. And that's when I realized, oh, it's not only Zeref that he wanted love from. He wanted love from Mavis, and he couldn't bring himself to kill her. And his magic would have killed everyone in Magnolia, so he had to stop himself. But it was too late to stop himself from dying, so he still ended up dying. And the final scene we get with him was him as a child that we saw last chapter behind Mavis saying, "If only I could have been loved by you." And then she turns around, she senses him, she senses his spirit. She turns around and there's nothing there. And then she runs into Gray and Lucy and Happy. She shows them that she has a book at end, and she's like, "Hey, we gotta make sure no one goes over there to where Natsu and Zeref are. I have complete faith that Natsu will beat Zeref, and I have a way to keep Natsu from dying. If my plan works, will both beat Zeref and save Natsu. So let's keep everyone away from there and let's go on with this plan. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened in the chapter. Now I'm wondering, based on the chapter's name, Dragon Demon, or was it Demon Dragon, something like that. It was those two words. I just don't know which order it was in. I'm guessing that we're gonna go back to the fight between the two of them. Although I'm hoping, because we didn't see it in this chapter, I'm hoping that we go back and see what's going on with Magnolia and Wendy and Urza, because I have no doubt that those two characters are going to survive. I'm pretty sure we are seeing promotion images of them in the movie that's coming out, which is going to be the true end of Fairy Tail. So they're definitely going to survive it. But I just want to see what's going on over there, because we already know that Magnolia is after every Dragon Slayer you can, and we have both a Dragon Slayer and the daughter of a Dragon Slayer right in front of him. So there's no way they're getting out of there without having to fight him a little bit. And I actually want to see that before we get to the final fight, which is Zeref versus Natsu. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened in the chapter. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on. I have like a twitch in my eye. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened in the chapter. Like I said, I know you guys are probably hating on Zeref after this chapter, but remember, he's the most tragic character we have. You guys see it from his side of view. You guys see everything he's been through. That's what I did. God damn it, what the fuck's up with my... You know what, fucking, I'm just ending this review. That's it for the review. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Comment down below for your thoughts and theories on the chapter and where it's going. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.